There is a precise figure often cited in film and literature as a scientific certainty: 21 grams, the exact physical weight of the human soul. This figure doesn't originate from a modern laboratory or a peer-reviewed study. It comes from a single series of experiments conducted over a century ago in a small Massachusetts town. In 1901, Dr. Duncan MacDougall became convinced that the soul was a physical entity with a measurable mass. He theorized that if the soul truly occupies the body, it must exit at the moment of death, taking its physical weight along with it. This isolated fringe hypothesis managed to escape the early 1900s and embed itself into our modern understanding of mortality. MacDougall constructed a specialized testing environment by integrating a custom-built bed frame into a highly sensitive industrial scale. He placed 6 terminally ill patients on the scale and watched for any movement in the beam as they neared their final moments. The first patient, a man dying of tuberculosis, provided the data MacDougall was looking for. At the moment of death, the doctor recorded a weight loss of exactly 3/4 of an ounce, precisely 21 grams. The subsequent 5 trials failed to produce anything similar. 2 patients showed an immediate weight drop that then returned, while the others showed no change or inconsistent fluctuations. MacDougall focused exclusively on that first patient. He categorized the other 5 as failures of the equipment or the result of bodily fluid shifting, effectively discarding 80% of his own data. MacDougall presented this single, unrepeated measurement as an absolute law, ignoring the lack of consistency across his sample. To create a control group, MacDougall repeated the entire procedure using 15 dogs. None of the dogs registered any loss of weight at the moment they died. MacDougall took this as proof of his success. He argued that the lack of weight loss simply confirmed that animals do not possess souls. When the results were published in 1907, the medical community pointed to massive methodological flaws and a sample size that was too small to be statistically valid. Critics argued that a single drop in weight on an early industrial scale could be attributed to dozens of physical variables, from evaporation to respiratory changes. The experiment failed to meet the basic standards of the time and was essentially abandoned by the scientific community shortly after it began. Even with its scientific reputation in ruins, the 21-gram figure continued to surface in pop culture for the next century. This persistence suggests the number serves a purpose outside the lab, answering a need for a concrete way to describe the transition at death. Our physical world operates on mass and volume. The afterlife lacks those dimensions, creating a logical gap. Assigning a weight to the soul makes the concept feel tangible, providing a way to visualize an invisible process using the language of physics. The specificity of 21 helps maintain the illusion of credibility. It sounds like a result that was calculated, not a number that was guessed. MacDougall's scale never provided a physical measurement of the afterlife. Instead, the 21-gram myth highlights how far we will go to find a number for things that cannot be counted.